Welcome back to Portledge Hockey. Daniel Shalom with you as we are getting ready for our senior ceremony here from Beaver Dam. This should be a good one. It's going to be Portledge up against Wyoming Seminary for their win or go home matchup. So the players will be honored, and then we will move on and start as we get a look of our Portledge Panthers right here. As we have our senior ceremony getting ready to go, as we see Coach Tommy Kolb, who's a faculty member at Portledge, giving a speech. See Nick Stevens getting honored first. Nick Stevens, a big part of this Portledge organization, always has been. He's been a trooper. He's been a warrior. He's been here for a while, and he's really been a veteran on this team through and through. And he's always played with a lot of heart, a lot of passion, and he wants to win a mall championship for the first time in the program's history. We'll see if he can do that and keep this Portledge team alive here tonight. Portledge are going to be facing Wyoming Seminary. As we see Nick Stevens getting honored, the matchup. If Portledge win, then their playoff hopes stay alive. If they lose, they're done. They have to win out. They have 2 games left, and it's win or go home tonight after losing 2-1 to Don Bosco at UBS Arena on Tuesday. As we see Nick Stevens and the family getting a little honor. All good stuff here as we start out. We see now Odin Ford getting honored. Even though he is injured, he will not be playing tonight. A big part of that being lost for Portledge. He is not going to be playing, but he will still be honored here tonight by Coach Tommy Kolb. Odin's a big part of this team, and this is going to be a tough fight for them tonight without him. See Odin getting honored, and Trent Madora, one of the most valuable leaders on this entire team. You know, he's been through a lot. You know, Trent is a real leader, not only for this hockey team, but Portledge in general. He played here in middle school. We talked to him pregame, and he said it's going to be tough leaving this place. You know, it's a very special place for him, and he played here through middle school. He played on Eastwoods, and he played through this entire school. I mean, Trent's a real leader, and this team is going to miss him dearly. As we see him get honored with his little sister and Coach Rick DiPietro. now our third member getting honored after Trent Madora just got honored. That's going to be Jake Anderson. The big goalie, 6'4", number 31. He loved playing at UBS a couple of days ago, and he has led this Portledge team. He took over for this Portledge team after Portledge graduated a lot of seniors last year. He's a big goalie. He's one of the best in the business, and Portledge are honored to have him as he'll look to carry this team to the playoffs, especially without Odin Ford. Jake Anderson wearing the assistant captain the only time it's been on a Portledge goalie jersey. As now we'll see his sister come onto the ice along with his mom and dad. I believe his sisters. That is Trent's sister as well. So the sisters, and now as we see the parents coming on, a really special night here at Portledge Senior Night. A lot of great leaders for this team are going to be departing this year. Portledge are going to have a lot. They're going to be missing a lot of, not just a lot of pieces, but a lot of character. But no doubt these younger guys are going to pick it up, and they'll be good to go. So you see Jake Anderson getting honored, and now the last person to get honored, it's going to have to be Odin Ford, the injured captain, but has still contributed so hard to this team as the team comes together one more time. You see Odin Ford honored, a true leader on the team, number 96. Just like Coach Tommy Kolb was saying, he could have been anywhere else playing at a boarding school, just like this Wyoming Seminary team, but he stayed with this Portledge team, and the coaches, the people at Portledge really love Odin, a true character, and someone that is going to be dearly missed as we see his parents coming onto the ice to honor him with a photo. A sentimental night here at Portledge. One to remember, as we still have one more. As Odin Ford is honored, and that's the end of our senior introductions. As it was a nice honor. And why don't we get into the actual matchup now? Once again, Daniel Shallon, Peyton Tenenbaum joining you from Beaver Dam here with Portledge Hockey on Sports Cube. It'll be the Portledge Panthers going up against the Wyoming Seminary Sems. For Wyoming, they come into this one 7-5. Of course, not actually located in Wyoming, located in Scranton, Pennsylvania. They're 7-5. They're in Portledge's league. And the big highlight of the day, it's do or die for Portledge, as if they do not win today, their playoff hopes and chances are bust. We'll see what happens as Wyoming Seminary is going to try and come in here and shut Portledge down. Now for Portledge, they come off of a 2-1 loss at Don Bosco in UBS Arena on Tuesday in what can only be described as a monumental game, the first high school game ever at UBS Arena. And Don Bosco did set that up. They set that up. They thought it'd be perfect, as Coach Rick DiPietro, head coach, was, of course, a former New York Islanders player, and they thought it'd be a perfect fit to have Portledge be one of the first to play there. As we see a team photo coming for the boys now, just honoring them this is a great group of guys, and they definitely don't want their season to end here today. We shall see what happens with only one scratch, and that is the captain, Odin Ford. It's going to make the defense a lot more pressed today, and they're going to really have to defend themselves, but then break out with the keys of Trent Madora, Nicky Stevens, and Max Ironbender, the star offensive player of the team, alongside the magnificent center of James Giuffre. So as we see the team photo go into the books, this is your 2021-22 Portledge Panthers varsity hockey team, as this is anything but a sad matchup coming up. It's going to be a really exciting one. We're glad you're with us, and we can't wait to get started in just a couple minutes, as Wyoming Seminary haven't even hit the ice yet, so there'll be some warm-up time, and then we'll join you right back. And as we see everyone come onto the ice now, it is Wyoming Seminary's first trip to Portledge this season. As for the Panthers, they'll look to defend home ice for Portledge. Let's go through the roster from top to bottom just by number. So here you go, your 2021-22 Panthers. It's number 1, the goalie, Fritz Ross. He is the backup to Jake Anderson. Number 7, Chris Gentry, the defenseman. Number 3, Donnie Bracco, the defenseman. The forward, Max Ironbender. The defenseman of Michael Schibera. The defenseman, Eric Kald. Tucker Ort, the defenseman. Tanner Terranova, the forward. Trent Madora, the forward. James Giuffre, the center. Ethan Weidenbach, the forward. Liam Corwin, the forward. Luke Sanzabrino, the forward. Nick Stevens, forward. Timur Kadyrov, which I believe is a scratch in this game. Dylan Vesio, forward. Jake Anderson, the goalie. Reese Barnett, I believe, is a healthy scratch. TJ Brodsky, the forward. And Jack Jusko, the forward. Of course, it would be Odin Ford, but Odin Ford is injured. So that is your roster for Portledge. Now let's run it down for Wyoming Seminary as they visit Portledge tonight. So the roster for Wyoming Seminary, they come in here with 12 forwards, 7 defensemen, 3 goalies on the depth chart tonight. So we'll see who we get, as their head coach is Justin Lill, assistant coach Ryan Furtak. And this Wyoming Seminary team, they're very competitive. They recruit players from all over the world, have a player from Finland, and then mostly from the U.S., although across the U.S., not in Pennsylvania, and Canada. So definitely a test for this Portledge team. It's going to be an exciting one. Peyton, what do you got in this matchup?
I mean, after the big loss at the end of the UBS game on Tuesday, I think Portledge is going to come out strong. And also with senior night, they want to do it for the seniors. So it'll be a good game, intense. Yeah.
We're looking forward to a good one, as we have about 7 minutes until about estimated puck drop. So make sure, of course, if you are listening tonight, if you are from the Portledge community, say hi in the chat. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you want to see, who you want to see, as Portledge have their team's destiny on the line, and they wouldn't want it in the hands of anybody else but Jake Anderson. I don't think he can be understated as a player, Peyton. He is one of the best goalies Portledge has seen in a long time.
Yeah, we've seen all year. He's kept them in games and made key saves and just had, like, lights-out games. So they're hoping he has one tonight, and if he does, it'll be a really good game.
It should be a good one, as we see the dam is packing itself up as we get closer and closer to game time. Now with this wave of seniors leaving, which is Nick Stevens, Odin Ford, Trent Madora, and Jake Anderson, the next men up is assistant captain number 15, James Giuffre, and then the new goalie that'll be coming up is number 1, Fritz Ross, who played on the B team last year as the starter, got promoted this year, and we'll also see a lot of players from that JV team coming up to this varsity level this upcoming year. About 5 minutes until puck drop. You can see the players smiling. It should be a good one. About 39 degrees here from Locust Valley, New York. Portledge has one more game on the schedule, that one against Lawrenceville. And this Lawrenceville game, Peyton, totally dependent on if they can win tonight. Do or die game. What's the mentality going into this one?
Offense, but not overcommitting. You got to get the pressure. You got to get shots, but you can't risk messing up and then giving up fast breaks on defense, because that's when it gets tough to make stops.
It's going to be a hard one, Portledge being faced up against a very tough Wyoming Seminary team. So why don't we go through that roster right now. So the offense for Wyoming Seminary, it's number 12, Connor Dunn. He's 19 years old from Bethesda, Maryland. Number 9, the captain, George Kovalos. Forward, number 19, the right winger, Alexis Bluike from Canada. Number 3, the forward, Tristan Friedman. Number 10, the forward, Alexander Lee. Number 29, the forward, Anthony Petrick Jr. Number 23, the left winger, Alessio Nardelli. Number 24, the forward, Jager McDonald. Number 44, the forward, Matthias Pelgrin. Number 14, the forward, Anthony Pepe. Number 16, the forward, Jace Phillips. And, of course, there will be some healthy scratches that we haven't factored in because we haven't seen Wyoming Seminary all season. As for the defense, that's number 4, the assistant captain, Ford Bach. Number 7, the assistant captain, Petrus Nikkanen, who is from Finland. Number 17, the left defenseman, David Taylor. Number 11, the right defenseman, Willem Pothamus. Number 5, the left defenseman, Xavier Bulak. And number 26, the right defenseman, Lunes Vitello, alongside number 25, the right defenseman, Evan White. So 7 defensemen for this Wyoming Seminary team, 12 forwards, and we said it before, 3 goalies. Who's going to get the start tonight? We'll see when the puck drops, but those 3 goalies are number 30, the goalie, Mark Andrew Carode from Hershey Lake, Pennsylvania. Number 31, the goalie, Caleb Shabbat from Quebec, Canada. And number 33, the goalie, Matthew Spera from Montreal. So a lot of diversity from where these players are from for this Wyoming Seminary team. They have a fast offense, and they are 7-5 this season. They've lost back-to-back, and they look to get back on the win streak here tonight, as Wyoming Seminary this year has been a little bit wonky in their schedule. They had 3 games postponed in the middle of the year, and then got back at it, lost 2 straight, then won 1-1, and then they are now here in Portlage's home at Beaver Dam, looking to snatch a win in conference play. We'll see if that comes to be. Now, Peyton, let's say you're James Giuffre. What's going through your mind about 2 minutes, 30 seconds off a puck drop?
Just super focused on the game, thinking about what he has to do to help the team win. You know, get the puck deep and then get good shots off like he's been doing all season, score goals, make good plays.
What do you think the home atmosphere has to do for these Portledge Panthers? They haven't been at home much this season, but when they have, they've won every time.
I think that definitely helps, especially on senior night. They have a little extra energy from the crowd. But when you have like the rest of the crowd behind you, it gives you a little energy, especially when maybe you're having a rough shift and then you make a good play. It gives you energy when the crowd gets excited about it.
Definitely, and we're looking forward to that. 1:45 from puck drop. Now just talking Portledge sports in general tonight. The girls varsity basketball team in action at home on their senior night. And then next week, next Monday, the day after the Super Bowl, it's going to be a great matchup. It's going to be the Portledge boys varsity basketball team and their PSAA quarterfinal against either Knox or Stony Brook. We'll see which one they get. They've beaten Knox by 10 points each this year, and they've beaten and blown out Stony Brook by margins of 30 points this year. So they're definitely going to want Stony Brook. We'll see who they get, though. And that will also be senior night ceremony after the game at home. We'll be there for you on that one, as well as Zaire Baines looks to keep going after hitting 3,000 points. One of the best shooting guards you'll ever see on Long Island, as Portledge looks to capture its conference title and then move on to states in basketball. We'll see if they can do it. And also, the varsity squash team was in action yesterday. So a lot of things going on around Portledge as Beaver Dam just keeps getting more and more packed. About 30 seconds from puck drop. Very, very excited to be here with you tonight as Portledge are going to play hard. They're going to leave nothing out of this game. They're going to put everything on the ice. 15 seconds left to go until the drop. And Peyton, for you, how does a good warm-up set your focus for the game?
If you have a good warm-up, like, you just know that you're going to have a good game. If you could go out and just, like, get warm, get yourself feeling good, you're really going to be focused and ready to play in the game.
And it seems as if these Portledge Panthers and these Wyoming Seminary Sens are just about ready to go as the clock hits 0. Pucks being brought in. The posters are out. The faces are here. Just about ready. And once again, this Daniel Shalom, Peyton Tenenbaum here for Portledge Sports, brought to you by Sports Cube tonight here on YouTube. Make sure to drop a comment. Let us know you're watching, as we love to hear from you guys as we are just about ready to go. Everyone bringing the pucks in. And the Zamboni's going to get one clean sweep before we get going here tonight. I don't think it can be overstated. Peyton, what is Portledge's defense going to have to do without Odin Ford in the lineup tonight?
I mean, it's going to be tough without one of their top defensemen and their captain. He really, anchors this defense. So without him, they're going to all have to step up, play more time, and just do what he's doing. Don't let anyone get good shots off and then break the puck out cleanly up the ice to get chances for the offense.
It's going to be rough. Portledge's top defensive line, it's going to have to be Chris Gentry and Donnie Bracco here tonight without Odin Ford, as all the players are going to come off the ice, and then once they're back on, once this fresh sheet of ice is on, we'll be ready to go. As for Portledge's postseason history, they've made it to the playoffs before. Haven't done much, though, especially when we had captain Gavin McDonald here at Portledge. That was the year Portledge wanted to do something. They wanted to win it when they had Luca Layton, Jack Slayton, Lucas Scaglione, Gavin McDonald all on this team. They just couldn't get it done. But this Portledge team has faith. And one of those key players, like we were talking about a little bit earlier in the pregame, was Trent Madora. Now, I talked to Trent pregame, and this is what he had to tell me. He's told me, he's grown up at Beaver Dam. This is his home for hockey, and it's going to be very hard for him to leave. Of course, Trent deciding what he's going to do for college, not sure at this point. But as for the Portledge hockey program, he's loved it since his freshman year. He's always wanted to be a part of it. Came from Greenvale and then came here, and now he wants to finish strong. He doesn't want to finish not even making the playoffs. He wants to get there. He said Portledge hockey has grown not only as its competitiveness, but as a family. They love to all be united together, like Coach Tommy Kolb was talking about in the pregame. People like Odin Ford could go play at these other boarding schools, but it's the community of Portledge that keeps these players here, not only on the ice, but in the classroom. He also said he's going to miss this outdoor rink. Portledge playing at Beaver Dam is something unique. Most schools that you go to, they play at an indoor rink like Iceworks in Syosset or somewhere else. Not many schools play on an outdoor rink regularly. He said he's definitely going to miss that about Portledge. One of the unique things about the Portledge hockey experience, and then he said he just has faith in the process. He believes that whatever happens, happens. Everything happens for a reason, whether that's tonight's game, what's going to happen for him going to college. We shall see. Trent Madora, one of the leaders on the Portledge ice and in the Portledge classroom. Peyton, what are your thoughts about him?
Yeah, he's a great player, and he's been playing well for the past few seasons for this Portledge team. And I think he's going to have a good game tonight on senior night, one of his last games here for Portledge. So I think he's going to play well, maybe score 1 or 2, hopefully. And, he's been a great player all of the time he's been on this Portledge team.
Yeah, we'd love to see him get a goal tonight. I don't think anybody wants it more than this Portledge team. They brought in players like Ethan Weidenbach and Jack Jusko this year, and they've really been great additions to this team. They want to keep that going this year. And they believe that they can do that not only this year, but after this year as well, once these seniors leave. Our Zamboni's almost done, as I would say about 5 minutes away from puck drop here at Beaver Dam Winter Sports Club, and what could be Portlage's last game where they can make the playoffs. If they lose, they're done. And of course, their last home game of the season tonight. So the barn is packed. They're ready to go. And once the ice is clean, the nets are up, we'll be ready to go. Here from Beaver Dam in Lucas Valley, New York. Peyton, what else you got for this game?
Wyoming Seminary, also a very good team. They're pretty fast, and their offense is pretty good. They had the weird schedule, but I think they could also come out good tonight. So Portledge is going to have to play just as well to hold them up and then play some good offense of their own.
And we've seen Portlage's offensive system in the past. They don't seem to be able to thrive on 5-on-5 as much as they would like to. They do thrive on the power play. How do you think they achieve that 5-on-5 success tonight?
They got to get the puck to the net. If it's not working, like dumping it and then trying to set up specific plays, just get the blue line, get the puck to the net, and then get people to the net for a rebound.
That is the game plan. Ice is clear, just waiting on the nets and the players, and we should be good to go. Portlage, of course, led by head coach Rick DiPietro, and he is loving this team so far this year. It's a great group of guys, and they really think that they can show some courage tonight, catch a win in front of their home fans, and then travel to Lawrenceville next week and hopefully catch a win there and clinch the playoffs. It would be quite the Cinderella story if they can do it, and we'll be there with you for it all. As we're just waiting on the players to come out. One last speech before we are ready to go here from Beaver Dam. As we see the refs come out, signaling that we're just about ready for puck drop. Waiting for the players, and we'll be ready to go once again. Here from Beaver Dam in Locust Valley, New York, Portlage's do-or-die game. They seem like they can do it. We'll see if that comes to be. Trent Madora told me not to quote him on guaranteeing a win tonight, so we'll see what the outcome will be tonight. As we see Wyoming Seminary coming out ready to go. Coach coming out first, and then we shall see the players as they're coming out, meaning Portledge will be here any second, and we'll be ready. You see Wyoming Seminary coming out. Wyoming Seminary getting ready to go. They are 7-5 this year, looking to improve an 8-5 and catch a win on the road tonight here at Portledge. We'll see what the Panthers will have to say As we see the big goalie, Jake Anderson, coming out, leading this Portledge team. As Portledge are just about ready to go as they take the ice for the final time this season here at Beaver Dam. Everyone very excited for this matchup. And it should be a very fun one, as we'll get the starting five for you for Portledge. We'll know it'll be Jake Anderson in net. We'll see which offensive players and defensive players join us on the ice. As for Wyoming Seminary, it will be for them Alessio Nardelli, the forward, number 3, Tristan Friedman, number 19, Alexis Bilique, and then the defensive pair of number 11, Willem Pot Hummus, and number 20, number 17, David Taylor, the starting five for Wyoming Seminary. As we see our Panthers coming out one final time from Beaver Dam this season. Everyone's excited. I'm excited. Wyoming Seminary getting loud. As it'll be Eric Cald for Portledge. You got on the ice Chris Gentry, Mikey Schiabera, James Giuffre, Max Ironbender. Oh, my bad. Ironbender is getting taken out for Nikki Stevens. So it'll be Ethan Weidenbach. Oh, everyone's getting changed off now. So it'll be Trent Madora, Chris Gentry, Mikey Schiabera, Nikki Stevens, and James Giuffre. The puck is dropped here from Beaver Dam, as Portledge will get it on net quickly. They need to sustain pressure in this game if they want to catch a W here today. It will be now taken by Madura. He's fighting for it on the boards. It comes out. Schiabera keeps it in. Here's Nick Stevens. Stevens will just play it down. As it's in the offensive zone, this one comes up and out of play. It'll be a face-off in Wyoming Seminary's offensive zone. You can already see Portledge applying very nice pressure early on in this one. So it'll be off the draw. It'll be won by Wyoming Seminary, and they'll look to get out of their own zone. As Ironbender lays a hit for Portledge, it'll be kept in, and this one will stay in the Portledge offensive zone. And now it comes out. Wyoming Seminary chasing hard. Mardelli for Seminary missed it, and here comes James Giuffre, the star center, with Ironbender on his right. Giuffre still has it at the blue line, loses it, and here comes Seminary. Lee passes it all the way down, and now it'll be taken by Giuffre again. He still has it. He just wants to dump it, can't get past the red line. Now he'll dump it, and here come Wyoming Seminary once again. Seminary have it at mid-ice, but it'll be taken there by Tanner Terranova. Terranova missed it. And here comes Seminary once again. Here come Portledge as they're charging down the ice. Sansabrino was on it, and now it'll stay inside of the Portledge offensive zone. Sansabrino to chase again. In this offensive zone, he has Gentry, the defenseman, on his right. As it's behind the net for Portledge, sustaining good pressure, as here come Seminary. No offsides on that, as Petrick Jr. lost it for Seminary, and that gives the perfect time for Portledge to clear it. And those plays whistled down. Peyton, what have you seen so far in this game?
It's been a very fast game. Portlage has done a good job getting it deep and then trying to get it to the net. So if they keep doing that, it'll be good. And they got to keep stopping Wyoming Seminary at the blue line, not letting them get into the zone and get set up.
Totally agree with you. As Terranova will dump it deep, he'll be on the chase as he lays a body. And this one's still in the Portlage zone, kept in there. And now it'll be on the left side of the ice as Portlage still have it. Brodsky plays it along the boards. As Brodsky was looking for it, but it's given up. Now Brodsky has it, and he's given a hit. But Portlage still on this one. Shot on net is gloved there by our starting goalie, Caleb Shabbat. Good shift there for Portlage. Face off in the offensive zone. It'll be Nicky Stevens in his last senior game at home. For Portlage, he loses the draw. As Gentry is on defense for this team, Vesio played it, but now Portlage come out with it. And now here's Nicky Stevens. Stevens, shot, went wide. But here's Gentry, he keeps it in. Seminary have it, they'll dump it along the boards as Shiabera has it, and he'll just dump it in. Taken, though, by Seminary. Ford Bach, the assistant captain, coming all the way in for Seminary. Shot wide. As Seminary is still pressuring. As they have it down low. Set up. Blocked. Saved by Anderson. He saved it with the left pad. And it was a good play there by Jake Anderson. Game stays tied at 0s.
That was a good save there. That's what they needed. It wasn't a bad play. They made the stop on the block shot, but the puck went into the corner and they couldn't clear it. And that was a good save by Anderson to get the whistle.
Portlage still are trying to get it out of their own offensive zone, or out of their own defensive zone. To Seminary applying pressure. Shot on net is saved there. Shot was by Ford Bach, the right defenseman from Oceanside, California. This Wyoming Seminary team, like we talked about, is from a lot of places across the United States and Canada, along with Finland. So it will be for Seminary. Alexander Lee on the draw for Portledge. James Giuffre. Giuffre won it, but then lost it. Lee threw it on net. It went wide. As now this one will be hit all the way down the boards. Giuffre to chase to cut out the icing, but it will be called icing. Giuffre was not fast enough to get there. This one will be a face-off at the right dot in the Portledge defensive zone. Same line stay on for Portledge because of the icing. Seminary, same thing. No penalties in this game so far. 12:52 into the first period here from Beaver Dam. Portledge against Wyoming Seminary. As Giuffre is tied up on the draw, Portledge will come out with it. Back pass. And Portledge being pressured. They can't get it out. Here's Einbender. Einbender needs to get out. As he's hit hard on the boards, falls to the ground. But he stays up. As Giuffre kept it for Portledge. As this one comes out of play. As Giuffre has an angry face. As he got hit late on that one.
That was a good job off the face-off by Portledge to keep possession, make sure they get the puck out, and don't do too much in the defensive zone, especially after a long shift with the icing.
It'll be a face-off from the center dot as this one comes out. It'll be Portledge's way. Luke Sansabrino on it. As Sansabrino still fighting, this one will go all the way back. Wyoming Seminary having the possession. Gentry fighting for it. Can't get there. Broken up by a poke check. This will come out to the point. Shot whiffed. As now Portledge will get it out of their own zone. Offsides. Canceled. As now Mikey Schibera has it. He turns it over in the offensive zone. As no shot on net yet. Wyoming Seminary have it behind the net. Portledge still trying to get out. as the puck almost hit us. It got flicked out of play. All good over here. But it'll be a face-off in the Portledge zone. It'll be a face-off in the Portledge defensive zone. They lose it. Seminary have it. This one comes out to the point. Shot deflected. Never got to Jake Anderson, but now second shot, save Anderson. It's a nice save on the shot by Mardelli from Seminary, but Seminary still controlling the possession here. Not relenting. Gentry will look to get Portledge out. And he does. This one taken down by Terranova. And now behind the net, Schubert had it. Now still behind the net. Wyoming Seminary really dictating the possession in this game. Jusko tried to hit Brodsky in the center of the ice, didn't get it, as now this one will be broken up by Anderson. He's had to work tonight. Nothing really happening yet for this Portledge offense, as now this one will be flicked in by Donnie Bracco. As check there by Brodsky, nothing doing. And this one will come out into center ice. As puck being fought for in center ice. And Seminary come out with it, shot gloved there by Anderson. No worry for him. Shot there was by number 24, Jagger McDonald.
Anderson's really helping out Portledge here. They got to pick him up now and get some good offense going. They haven't had much in the last 5-6 minutes.
The draw is won, but kept in by Seminary. Players falling on the ground. We saw Stevens fall on the ground. Traffic in front of Anderson, but nothing comes of it. Lee for Wyoming Seminary fighting for it. We'll see who comes out with it. It will be Portledge. They had it. And now Nick Romano gets it out for Portledge, as this will come all the way down. And Seminary will regroup and look to get out this time around. Petrick Jr. shot saved by Anderson. Second one was no worry. As now this one still being controlled by Seminary. This one at the point, flicked across. Now shot on net is wide and out of play. It got deflected, the shot there by Petrus Nikkanen, who is from Finland.
Portledge needs to win this faceoff so they could get the puck and get out of the zone. They've had a few shifts in a row now that they've been stuck in their defensive zone for most of it.
Definitely. We'll see if Portledge can pick it up, as it'll be James Giuffre, Ian Bender, Eric Cald on the ice for Portledge. As Donnie Bracco gets it all the way down, and this is going to be an icing. Peyton, how is the icing hurting this Portledge team early?
Well, they can't make line changes off icing, and it also brings the puck all the way back into their defensive zone where they have to win another draw. So the longer the shift is, and then there's an icing, and it makes it even worse because you're stuck in your defensive zone if you lose the draw.
Shot in front, saved by Anderson. He seemed composed all day, all game, keeping Portledge in the game, as that shot was by number 25, Evan White. Draw one by Seminary. Shot was quick but wide, as now Seminary are fighting for it. Eric Cald back there for Portledge. Now this one comes all the way out. Will be to Bach. Bach got checked by Ian Bender. Seminary still have it. Poke check by Giuffre. Giuffre getting physical. That's what Portledge likes to see, as now Cald will go to get the puck, but the fin of Nikkanen beats him there first. Now Ian Bender comes out with it for Portledge. Ian Bender indeed Portledge.
You gotta pick it up a little bit on defense, get the puck out of the zone, and then start doing something on offense. You know, get the puck to the net, since dumping it and then getting it isn't working well against the big Wyoming Seminary defense.
Both shots there were wide of Anderson, so no shots on goal. But now big slap shot, saved by Anderson, and that one goes out of play. Shot there by Xavier Bulak. Bulak, the 6'1", 170-pound lefty defenseman from Laval, Quebec, Canada. Once again, Daniel Schall and Peyton Denenbaum joining you from Beaver Dam, as Portledge have been dominated this game, haven't been able to get much going. We'll see if they can. They need to turn it around if they want to keep their playoff hopes alive. Now here's Lee for Wyoming Seminary. Puck was broken up by Cald, as now here comes Tanner Terranova. Terranova tried to play it inside to Brodsky, but there was nothing doing. As now Jusko brings it out, and a look to re-energize this Portledge team, get them back in the offensive zone. As now here comes a shot, goes wide there by Timur Kadyrov. And here is the rest of the Portledge team just trying to get something going, as the puck is tied up in the corner. Brodsky fighting for it, and Portledge will come out with it. Nick Stevens almost had it, as now he'll win it back to senior on senior night, fighting for the puck. As here comes Seminary, a nice spin move, broken up, as Eric Cald will pass it inside to Romano. Romano in the right corner, tried to hit Nick Stevens, puck in front, broken up by the Seminary defense, as now Nick Stevens wins it back for Portledge, as he's fighting on the boards for it, being pinned against the wall, as now Seminary comes out with it. Shot saved by Anderson. The rebound goes wide. That was dangerous for Portledge, but they stay scoreless. As they'll try. Portledge really out of answers. This Wyoming Seminary offense just getting to them so far. Jake Anderson has been great keeping the Portledge offense in this game, but they need to do something soon. Otherwise, it's most likely they're going to be one goal down.
Portledge looked a little bit better that last shift. I wouldn't say controlling the play yet, but they were able to get it deep and get a few shots.
Called in the corner, he misses it, as now shot in front is saved by Anderson. Seminary still controlling as they'll try and get it to the point. Broken up. Here's Called. Ian Bender. Here's Called. He loses it. Kept in by Jaffray. Ian Bender almost had it. He couldn't get it, as this one will bounce off the boards for number 19, Alex Billiquay. And now here comes Seminary. Shot is way up into the netting, and this one will be a face-off in the Portledge offensive zone. Shot there was by Xavier Bulak, again, the left defenseman.
Portledge goalie Jake Anderson has been playing very well again today. As usual, what we've seen from him this year and before. So he's keeping them in it right now. They got to pick it up a little bit to get a goal for him, make it a little easier on him.
We'll see what happens. Nick Romano turns over the puck as Trent Madora pressing for this Portledge team. Here's Eric Cald, puck up in the air. Romano fighting for it as Seminary comes out with it. Here's Lee. Lee lost the puck for Seminary, and it comes back to Putt Hummus. As Seminary tried to come in again, taken by Eric Cald. Cald, reverse pass to Nick Romano. Here's Madura. Madura on it. Still fighting for it. Gets a nice check on the boards. Romano now fighting for it in the zone. As this one comes out to Lee for Seminary. Lee's shot blocked there by Donnie Bracco. And here's Bracco. He'll bring it up now for Portledge. Romano tried to hit Santabrino, and he falls down. No penalty on the play. As here's Mikey Schibera. He puts it in front. Nothing there. Portledge haven't had a shot on goal in a few minutes now, and they need to get something cooking as here comes Seminary. Jagger McDonough lost it as this one will come out. Seminary throw it right back in. It'll be Portledge to get. Liam Corwin, following in his brother's footsteps, has it. As this one played down, Portledge once again short-handed with not having Odin Ford in the lineup today. They love it when he's there, but he's not here today, unfortunately, with an injury. As here's Corwin, he'll play it off the boards to Terranova. Terranova now to center ice. Stevens has it, couldn't get there. But Terranova is there. Here's Terranova. He left it off for Brodsky. It was a good chance for Portledge. They can't make anything of it, as Wyoming Seminary will look to counterattack now. Seminary have it. The shot is saved by Anderson. Rebound saved again. 2 saves by Anderson. Nikinen on it for Seminary. He'll throw it to the net. Nothing there, as this will come out for Pothomus. Seminary still have it. The shot on net is wide there by Mardelli, but they're still pressing Posthumus. Now to Mardelli. Mardelli's shot is wide. Now Mardelli gets there again as it comes out of the zone, and everyone will have to regroup. Mardelli pressing Eric Called in the left corner. And now this one will be thrown all the way down ice. Here's Jaffray on a breakaway. Oh, and he's stopped. Stopped there by Caleb Shabbat. And what has been the biggest opportunity for these Panthers can't get into the net.
That was a very good chance, though. If they start making more chances like that, they're bound to get one.
Shot on net there by Gentry, missed. A shot in front by Shibara was stopped. With 1:30 left in this first period of play, we're at a tie game. No penalties have been called yet either, as Portledge had a breakaway opportunity with their best player, James Jaffray, just couldn't capitalize. The puck is whiffed on. Now this one is deflected wide. Wyoming Seminary still pressing with 1:15 left. Centers, there's nothing in front. The shot was there, saved by Anderson, and he covers it up.
That's another great save by Anderson. He continues to bail out this team as they keep getting stuck in their defensive zone. They really have to get out, get more chances like the breakaway.
Definitely, Peyton, you hate to see when one of your best players miss, but does Portledge have some momentum now?
Yeah, I think they're starting to get it back. They've had a few shifts where they've gotten the puck deep and gotten a few shots off, and then you saw the breakaway. It was a good chance. And if they keep playing like this, they're going to get more. They need to be a little bit better, but if they keep going on this path, they will probably have more chances.
So it'll be Corwin in the corner. He lost it. As here's Madora on it for Portledge with 47 seconds left on the clock. This will be thrown long. They tried to play it to Sanzabrino, but now Madora comes up with it. Can't get it on a stick. Just outside of the Portledge offensive zone, Madora, he'll play it back to the defenseman of Donnie Bracco. Bracco is going to throw it in for Portledge. Here's Sanzabrino charging for it. Sanzabrino can't get there. Madora pressuring, and Wyoming Seminary has made it out of the zone again. Petrick Jr. on it for Seminary. Petrick Jr. lays it off. 15 seconds left in the period. This one comes all the way out to Nikinen. Nikinen throws down that deflection wide. 7 seconds left on the clock. Doesn't seem like Seminary is going to get a shot off. This one will come all the way around the bush to Nikinen, and that's the end of the first period of play. Here from Beaver Dam, it is a 0-0 game at senior night here for Portledge. They need to get something started. Nothing going on just yet. Peyton, what's your assessment of the first period?
Portledge has really been bailed out by their goalie. They need to keep picking it up a little more. At the end of that period, we saw a few good chances for them. They need to keep doing that and do even a little more to start taking control of this game, getting the puck, getting it deep, getting shots. And they have to do a little bit better job of not letting Seminary get into the zone and get those good scoring chances that they've had.
Couldn't agree with you more. 0-0 after the first period of play. A little bit surprising. We thought Portledge might have taken the lead early, but not to be just yet. Peyton, how can Portledge deal with the constant pressure that Seminary is putting on their defense?
They should I think they should simplify their game a little bit. They're trying to make a lot of passes, especially in the defensive zone. 1-2 passes and just get it out is what I think they need to do. And then get it deep so they can get shots.
We shall see what Coach Rick DiPietro is telling them. 1 minute till the second period of play here from Beaver Dam. Portledge, they've been good, just not good enough. James Giuffre is going to be kicking himself for a little while on that breakaway chance. He just couldn't put it in the back of the net. It was a good shot, but a nice save by number 31, Caleb Shavat for Wyoming Seminary. As we see Portledge come out of the huddle, as they'll look to get it started and hopefully get on the board here in this second period. If they don't get on the board, at least limit Seminary from getting on the board. Once again, Portledge Sports here on Sports Cube with Daniel Shalom, Peyton Tenenbaum here from a chilly night at Beaver Dam, but a big night for these Portledge Panthers, and they are still pushing for the goal that they need to get to put them in front. Just waiting on the Panthers to get started. As here we go, it'll be Ethan Weidenbach, called Ian Bender, Giuffre, and number 3, Donnie Bracco. So here we go, the players excited. Once again, senior night here as we're having a little scoreboard issue that's delaying our start of the second period. Scoreboard is off. Just waiting for it to flick on, and we'll be good to go. Still having a scoreboard issue. 0-0 after one period of play. Portledge applying pressure, but Seminary has been there the entire time. As the scoreboard issues are going to make the players come off the ice for a little bit of time. Peyton, what do you got for us while we wait for this to start back up?
Anderson has been Portledge's best player so far, which is really good to see for this team in such a big game where they need to win to keep their season alive. As the scoreboard is set now, so second period will start.
Good timing. Portledge ready to go as they look to notch themselves in front. Here we go. Puck is dropped. Called has it. He tried to play it to Weidenbach. Couldn't get it. That also be cross-ice pass by Bracco. Bracco to Weidenbach. Couldn't get there. As Portledge is going to have it, here's Ian Bender. He tried to play it down ice to Weidenbach, and it'll be an early icing for Portledge. As off the draw, it'll be in the Portlage zone. Cald has it, and he is going to play it around the boards to Weidenbach. Weidenbach loses it, but Bracco's there to save the day. Giuffre back to Bracco. Now, waiting for the shot on net. The cross ice pass, the ice was open. The net was open, but not to be.
That was another good chance. Portlage was able to set up out of their defensive zone a fast breakout with only a few passes, and they're down the ice with a scoring chance.
Shot on net saved by Anderson, as Cald has it in his own defensive zone. He'll pass it out to Giuffre. Here comes Giuffre. James Giuffre missed the breakaway chance earlier, but is looking to redeem himself. Einbender still pressuring. Here's Schiavera. Mikey Schiavera takes it down, but now this one throw it in. Offsides. It'll be a face-off after the offsides call in the Portledge offensive zone. This one thrown around the boards, as here comes Seminary with it. Seminary controlling in the Portledge offensive zone and the Portledge defensive zone, as it will be Gentry to step up. He blocks the shot. And now it'll be Madora to grab it in the corner, hesitates, and Seminary is going to have the puck. It comes out to their big defenseman from Finland, but now it'll be Nick Romano on a 2-on-2. Romano shoots it on net. He had Santabrino on the left, didn't use him, as here's Madura. And Seminary are going to charge out with it. Seminary all the way down. Shot on net, saved by Anderson. It's in front of him, cleared. Terranova was looking for the breakaway opportunity the other end of the ice, couldn't get there. And it'll stay in the Portledge defensive zone as they look to get out. Here's Madura. Madura passes it to Gentry. Gentry will dump. Here's Terranova for Portledge. This one comes out of the zone as it comes out of play into the stands. Face off in the neutral zone. As it will be Bracco. He tried to play it to Brodsky, but this one will come down. Anderson plays it behind the net. As now in front of the Portledge net, shot wide. It was a good shot, just a little wide open net opportunity. And Seminary put it in off the deflection. Unfortunate for Portledge, shot by David Taylor, deflected in by number 44, Matthias Pellerin, and Portledge are down 1-0 with 13:41 left to go in the second period of play. Peyton, what'd you see there?
That was unfortunate for Portledge on the deflection, but they kept letting Seminary get the puck to the point and people in front of the net, and they got tips. They got to do a better job of getting the puck out of the zone into their offensive zone to limit Seminary's scoring chances.
Now this one cross ice, as they were looking to put it in again, Seminary. But Portledge down 1-0 in this one. They're going to need a comeback. They need to win this game to keep their playoff hopes alive, as Anderson will cover. And you can see, Peyton, the energy in the dam went from up here to all the way down here. It's definitely low right now.
Yeah, it is. But a Portledge goal will bring it right back up to where it was at the beginning. So they just got to fix it up a little bit in the defensive zone, get out of their zone a little bit cleaner, and they'll probably be able to make something out of it.
They need to definitely get out of their zone a little bit cleaner. We've seen them have these comeback victories here at home before. We'll see if they can do it again. They did it against Seton Hall Prep. They're going to need to do it again here tonight. The shot was broken up It almost got through for Seminary. It doesn't. Called will be there to retrieve it for Portledge. As he is Mikey Schiavara dumps it in. And now Portledge is going to pressure. Vesio gets tripped up in front of the net, but he falls by himself, so no penalty called. Shot by Seminary goes up into the netting, and this one will be a face-off in the Portledge defensive zone. Peyton, how do you think Portledge changes the tides here and gets a goal?
They get out of the zone a little better. They're a little sloppy. They're not really getting out of the zone with clean possession of the puck, so they got to do that a little bit better. And then they do that, and they take it down the ice and start shooting the puck a little bit more.
That is the key for them. We'll see if they can do it, as it'll be a face-off in the Wyoming Seminary offensive zone. Giuffre loses it. Shot was off net, so Portledge will try and regroup and get out of the zone. Lead behind the net for Seminary. Now it comes out. Broken up by Giuffre. Bender wanted that chance, couldn't get it. Kept in the zone, but they're going to be calling offsides if Giuffre touches it, so he has to come out. And now, Weidenbach plays it to Bender. Bender trying to get it over to Giuffre. Seminary come up with it. As a big hit there. Bender chucks someone to the ground.
That's another thing that they could do to get momentum back on their side. Play the body a little bit more.
We'll see if they can do that as this one comes down. And this will be a Seminary puck. Tried to center, play was broken up. As still in front of the, now behind the net. Nothing happening in a standstill. As now this comes out, and it'll come to Bender. He'll dump it in, and Portledge will get a line change. 11 minutes left to go in the second period of play. Portledge are down 1-0. This game is getting physical as we go on. As now in the corner, couldn't come up with it. Call turns it over, shot in front, and it goes wide. That was dangerous. It was turned over by Portledge.
And it's another good save by Anderson, keeping this game close for Portledge. They really need to start getting some chances now, about halfway, a little less than halfway through the second period.
10:50 left to go in the second period of play. Portledge still down 1-0. As now this one is in again, another goal for Seminary right off the face-off. And they are down 2-0. Two quick goals for Seminary. Scored in there by number 23, Alessio Mardelli. Peyton, what'd you see?
Off the face-off, you have to win that face-off in your defensive zone to get that puck. Can't give the other team a good shooting opportunity, especially when they set it up like Seminary did with the person in the spot to shoot right behind the center. And he just let it go, and he got it.
So Anderson has been beaten twice in this game. Portledge down 2-0 on senior night in the game that they must win. The odds going against them more and more as time goes on. They need to get a goal in this second period if they want to get something going. They turn it over in the defensive zone, and they'll get this one out. It'll trickle down. And Portledge really needs to get something going. We have been seeing a lack of urgency from them. They've been pressed so hard in their defensive zone. They haven't been able to get it started in the offensive zone. Puck in front, nothing there. Shot goes wide from the point. And this one will be a face-off as it went out of play. Peyton, how does Portledge get this urgency in the second period?
I think they need to start playing a little more physical, start like intimidating the Seminary players a little bit by making some big hits, and then with that they can get the puck, get it deep, and start winning these battles.
As Seminary wins it, they keep it in the zone for themselves as they try and play it in front. Nothing there. Portledge not being able to get it out of their offensive zone. It's been a long time since they've gotten a puck on net. They need to get physical soon, otherwise it is looking bleak. Terranova into the offensive zone for Portledge. This is an offsides. The face-off is won by Portlage. Schiavera played it to Gentry. Gentry dumps it in. Portlage will look to press and get some possession going. As they now will win it, Weidenbach won it for Portlage. Gentry's shot got blocked. Still in the offensive zone. Ironbender chasing for it behind the net. He won't get it, but Schiavera throws it on net. And now we get an offensive zone face-off off of the cover by Caleb Shabbat.
That was a good play in the offensive zone. Get the face-off off it, get it back to the defenseman Chris Gentry. Tried to get a shot at the net. Unfortunately, I think it hit another Portledge player, but if they start to win the face-offs and get the puck to the points and to the net, good things should happen.
It'll be Giuffre on the face-off. He loses it in the offensive zone, as this one will come all the way out back to Gentry. Gentry will play it up to Ironbender. Ironbender still has it now. Ironbender played it to Weidenbach. And here comes Weidenbach now with the puck. He'll play it to Gentry in the offensive zone. As this will come out and out of play, it'll be a face-off just outside of the Portledge offensive zone with 6:37 left to go in the second period of play. Portledge down 2-0 off of two quick goals. Goals at 13:41 in the period and 10:50. We're now at 6:37, so goals within 4 minutes, and Portledge hasn't had a response so far.
Although they have had the puck a little bit more in the last minute, I'd say. They've had the puck off that offensive zone face-off, and now they have it again in the offensive zone.
They'll look to do something, as now Romano was hit off the puck. Nick Stevens is on there for Portledge as well, the senior, just looking to get something started. This one comes all the way out. Vesio is back there. And he turns around, just trying to get this puck out for Portledge. He turns it over. Seminary have it once again in the offensive zone. So it comes out to the point. The shot is wide, so now they have it around the net. Mardelli for Seminary. He'll play to the assistant captain. Shot was blocked. This comes back out. Shot again blocked by Cald. And now, number 4 for Seminary, Bach will come and get it as this one comes out of play. And they're going to call I believe, an interference call or no, line change, my bad. No penalty on the play. Peyton, 7:36 left to go in the second period. Portledge needs a goal. How do they do it? Give it to me.
So get out of the zone cleanly like they've been doing in the last couple minutes, and keep doing what they've been doing in the last couple minutes. Get the puck in the offensive zone, get it deep, win the battles down low, and then get it up to a good spot to shoot and get a shot on net.
They'll look to do that. Ironbender, my bad. Bracco has it now, so Donnie Bracco will pass it up to Ironbender. Ironbender leaves it for Giuffre. Giuffre pressuring the goalie Shabbat. And now Seminary will come out with it again. Portledge have been able to get into the offensive zone, just haven't been able to get anything started. Lee's shot goes wide. As Portledge will come out with it now. Giuffre passes it to Weidenbach to Giuffre again. Giuffre couldn't get it. Now Giuffre comes all the way at the blue line. Here's James Giuffre. Shot on net. Wide. Portledge still have it. Here's Ironbender in the corner. He's checked. As now it will come out of the Portledge offensive zone. They'll have to regroup. Bracco played it to Schiavera. And here was Giuffre. He couldn't get anything going. So now this will come out once again for the Knights of Wyoming Seminary. Portledge back in their defensive zone. That's where they spent most of this game. They need to get a little physical. They need to cook something up soon. Puck taken by Giuffre. the star center. He'll play it cross ice to Bracco. Bracco's going to dump it in. It lands on net, and Portledge will get an offensive zone faceoff out of this.
That was a good play to dump it on net because he shot it from behind the red line, so he made sure to get it on net so it wouldn't be icing. And then Portledge got a player to the net to force the goalie to cover it, or if he gave up a rebound, they would have a good chance. So they get an offensive zone face-off out of this.
So the face-off is lost by Portledge, and now Seminary comes out with it again. They really have not had anything cooking. Portledge in the offensive zone. Here comes called. 3-on-2 opportunity for Portledge. Sanzabrino had it. Now he has it behind the net. Luke Sanzabrino plays it in front. Wasn't there. As here comes Seminary again on the right side. Fighting for it in the corner. Still fighting for it. No possession given to anyone yet. As we see Sanzabrino fighting for it. Portledge just looking for something to get them an offensive spark. Anderson, even though he's given up 2 goals. There's a big hit by Romano. Even though Anderson's given up 2 goals, he's kept them in this game. That puck almost went into the net, just bounced wide on the shot there. And this one will come out of play, and both teams will change lines.
This is a big defensive zone face-off for Portledge. You can't lose the draw and then go down 3-0, because that would be really tough to come back from in one period and then the extra 5 minutes this period. So they really got to win this draw, which they do.
They will win it, although they give it up in the offensive zone. They haven't been able to get out very efficiently this entire game. Puck played back into the defensive zone of Portledge. Just trying to get out, get something going. As here's Jusko. Jusko on a 2-on-1 with Brodsky. Jusko shot, saved by Shabbat. So it goes back into the Portledge zone. Bracco on it. Donnie Bracco has it for Portledge. He'll play it to his defensive counterpart. And this one played up to TJ Brodsky. Brodsky, now Jusko got it. Brodsky still on it. Passes in front. Shot is saved. Oh my, what a chance. Terranova had a man on the other side. Didn't see him. As now this shot is gloved by Shabbat. Peyton, what'd you see in that offensive possession?
They got the puck at the top of their offensive zone. They were able to keep the puck in the zone, extend their play, and that allowed them to have what was almost a 3-on-0 close to the net. And they chose to shoot, which is not a bad move, but the goalie beat them. And then they were able to get another good shot, which led to an offensive zone faceoff here.
So Portledge still have it in the offensive zone, even though they did miss that chance, as now it will come out. Gentry had it, lost it. As one of the goal scorers in this game, Pellerin is on it for Seminary. Pellerin having the first goal of this game. Now Pellerin has it in the corner. Seminary still have it behind the net. Game getting scrappy. Skibera lost it. Giuffre comes up with it. Here comes James Giuffre, the assistant captain. He's taken down. Nothing doing. They've isolated Giuffre the whole game. Skibera has it. Skeebs will play it up the boards to Giuffre. Giuffre leaves it for Ironbender. And now Giuffre has to go get it again. And this will come back into the Portledge defensive zone. Gentry was trying to play it to Ironbender. Pass was not there. So here comes Seminary. The shot is saved. Rebound, beautiful save by Anderson.
That was a really good save by Anderson. This is Portledge's chance now. They're starting to get some momentum. And another good save by Anderson to keep it a close game. Really helps if they win the faceoff, get out of the zone, and get a good chance again here.
That was absolutely perfect by Anderson. You couldn't ask for much more. As now this will come right back to him, and he'll cover once again for their draw. It was just like we see usually goalies are beat when they're shot on their left side and have to get back to their right, but Anderson was there the whole time, made sure nothing went in the net. Now Seminary still have it in the offensive zone. They look to play it. Defender drops to his knees, and the shot is blocked. This one played wide, nothing there. As Romano got a hit on. Pass is whiffed. Here comes Nick Romano. Romano has Sansabrino on his right. He's pushed off the puck. And Portledge losing in the offensive zone.
I believe, if I'm not wrong, that was Timur Katarov who took it up the ice.
My apologies. That was indeed Katarov. There's been a lot of jersey switches on this Portledge team this year. It seems like they switch every single game. But even if no score there for Portledge, as now Katarov has it in the left corner. Katarov, Madora had it. He loses it. And now Seminary will come out with it. 1:45 left to go. And Portledge is going to be on the power play here on a tripping penalty. Their first opportunity of the game.
This is a huge chance for Portledge here. 1:42 left in the second. Down 2-0. If they could get one on the power play where they have thrived this year, it would be really helpful for them to not be down 2 going into the third period.
You know, we'll see if they can get it. They'll have 1:42 on this power play, and then they'll have 18 seconds to start the third period. As once again, some more scoreboard issues in this one as we're just trying to get started. Nothing yet, though, as now we will. So 2 minutes on the power play. Portledge gets their first power play unit on, so it'll be Cald, Bracco, Bender, Weidenbach, and Jaffray.
That was a good play by Bracco to knock the puck down in the neutral zone before the puck got all the way down. It saved them a bunch of time having to go down all the way to their defensive zone and regroup.
Shot, save. Bender had another shot, and it was saved by Shabbat. He's been perfect this game for Seminary, and it's been aggravating Portledge as now Seminary will get this one all the way down. Anderson will play it for Portledge. A minute left in the period, 1:18 left on the power play. Here comes Jaffray. Jaffray all the way inside. He'll take it behind the net by himself. Jaffray to Cald. Here is Cald. He'll play it to Bender. Puck in front of the net. And the play is called dead. Net came unlodged. So it will be an offensive zone faceoff for Portledge with 39 seconds left to go. In the second period of play, they're down 2-0. Need to get something going on the power play. They'll have 18 seconds of it in the third period. So the draw is 1. So here is Cald as Portledge will try and get their unit set up once again. 34 seconds left to go. As now this one broken up, and a beautiful play there by Bracco to keep this one in the zone. This will be played on the wall to Jaffray. Jaffray whiffs on purpose so Cald can get it. Here's Cald with 20 seconds. Cald shot. It is blocked. Jaffray is there. 15 seconds on the power play. 15 in the period. This one played in the corner. 10 seconds in the period. As it was a nice save by Shabbat. Bender was there again. 5 seconds as they'll just try and get one more shot on. Shot is wide, and this one will be a 2-0 game going into the third period. Portledge down 2-0 as we'll get a fresh sheet of ice.
Even though they're down, though, after these first 2 periods, at the end of that second period, the second half of it, I would say, they started to control the puck a little bit more. They got out of their zone a little better. They won more faceoffs. So they're starting to come alive here. Hopefully they continue that in the third.
They're looking good. We'll see if they can hopefully get one on the scoreboard. We'll be back with you in about 10 minutes' time after we get a fresh sheet of ice and our players come back on. We'll be right back. Daniel Shalom, Peyton Tenenbaum, Portledge losing 2-0 at the end of the second. just about ready to go in the third period of play here from Beaver Dam. Portledge are down 2-0. They will be on the power play for about 19 seconds in this third period to start out. Portledge, they were looking good at the end of the second period, just have been pressed in their offensive zone pretty hard throughout the entire game. And this third period can't be understated for this Portledge team. They need to push this to at least a 2-2 game. They need to get 3-2 to catch a win today. This is do or die for them. If they don't come back in this third period, their playoff hopes are over. They do have one more game on the schedule at Lawrenceville, but it's not going to matter if they can't get it done here with one period of play. 17 minutes to get 3 goals. We'll see if they can do it. This is going to be a close one, especially on senior night too. The fans are out, but Portledge really needs the crowd to get behind them. Get loud, get proud, as they need some goals here. They've looked okay. They need to be better. Peyton, what does Portledge need to do in this last period of the game?
I think they have a chance if they continue off their momentum at the end of the second. They keep getting better with each shift. They need to keep getting the puck into the offensive zone and set up more and more so they could get better shots.
I totally agree with you, as it'll be the 5 that we saw on the ice when the period ended to start out, except for one change, Madora for Giuffre, so it'll be Einbender. Madora, wide and back, called, and Donnie Bracco. This should be good, as here we go, Portledge will have it to start out. Portledge passes it, Called coming into it. Portlage still on the power play. Called makes a move, but nothing is there as this one comes out. And the power play is over just like that. Lee will have it for Wyoming Seminary in their offensive zone. As Portledge need to go all out offense in this one. If a goal goes in, it's going to be very hard to come back. So they need to put all of their offensive resources on the line here, as this one will be covered by Anderson. So the faceoff will be in the left side of the offensive zone. Stevens wins it. The shot is wide. The Knights have it behind the net. This one comes out to the point. Rifled across. Shot went wide. As now Bach couldn't get it on net for Seminary. Seminary still have it. As now Nick Stevens comes up with it for Portlage. Stevens tried to lift it out of the zone, couldn't get it. As this one dumped back in, will be Mikey Sciabara on it. Sciabara passes it right to Wyoming Seminary to Petrus Nikkanen. Nikkanen loses it as Portlage is still pressing. So here they come, this one thrown all the way in. Kadroff was fighting for it with Gentry. Now Seminary behind the net. Shot was blocked. Nick Stevens comes out with it for Portlage. Stevens all the way down. He'll dump it in. Big hit on the boards by Kadroff. And here comes Seminary once again. 15:09. Portlage has 15 minutes to make it up. Kadroff. He tried to pass it across to Brodsky. Now Brodsky will throw it into the offensive zone of Portlage. Nobody there, though, so they'll have to retreat and try once again as Seminary gets it. Here's Wyoming Seminary. The shot was saved by Anderson. Seminary still have it. Second shot saved by Anderson. He's making it look easy. We'll see if there's a third shot to be. Portlage looking to come out. Here's Brodsky with Terranova on his left. Brodsky leaves it for Terranova, as now it's just go. Nothing there. This one dumped in. You can feel the energy. Portlage need to get something going.
That was a good setup, though, by Brodsky and Terranova to set up the shot. If they keep making plays like that, they should get more shots. more chances.
This one all the way down, no icing on the Panthers. As here come the Knights. They lose it, it'll be Lee to retrieve for Seminary. Lee throws it up ice and it hits one of our fans, Oscar Meltzer. It hits him as it comes out off, and this will be a face-off at center ice. So Portlage wins it off the draw. They'll look to keep it, though, in the offensive zone. They cannot. Schiabera passes it in the middle to Ironbender. As here comes Seminary, and this will be ruled offsides. So it'll be a face-off right outside the Portlage offensive zone. As Ironbender fights for it, and he'll be able to chase in the Portlage offensive zone. Seminary come out with it as they'll now dump and chase for themselves. Schiabera to get it for Portlage. He does not. So it'll be Seminary. Now Gentry to get it. Shot on net. Puck taken down by Madora. As Schiabera fighting for it on the right side of the ice. This one centered in front. Gentry was there. Now Nikinen throws it on net. This one wide. Petrick Jr. had it, but nothing there. Schiabera takes it out for Portlage. Ironbender sitting at the blue line, and Schiabera will dump as Portlage gets a line change. This will be icing. Portlage will get a face-off in the offensive zone.
This is another good chance here. Offensive zone face-off. Only 12 minutes and 29 seconds left, possibly in their season, when we're thinking about if they can extend it past the next game.
The pressure is on for Coach DiPietro and this Portlage Panther team. We'll see how they react. Face-off is lost in the offensive zone. Sanzabrino's on it to get it, though. Sanzabrino will keep it in the offensive zone. Romano could not keep it in the offensive zone for Portlage, so Seminary will dump it all the way down, just trying to waste the clock, and also try and seal this game for themselves. Oh, big giveaway, 2-on-1. Oh, and it goes wide. That is huge for Portlage to stay in this game. Now here comes Stevens and Bracco. Maybe that miss can inspire these Panthers. Romano could not get to it. As this is still in the offensive zone, it'll be Sanzabrino to try and get it. Romano chasing. This one flicked out, stays in, falls right to Sanzabrino, but he couldn't get his stick on it. And they're going to call, I believe, a hand pass. Correct, Peyton?
Yes.
So it will be a face-off in the Portlage offensive zone. They need to win one. 11:30 left on the clock. They need a goal soon.
This is a good chance here, offensive zone face-off, if you win it back cleanly and then get people to the front of the net.
Seminary comes out with it. Nothing comes of the Portlage offensive zone faceoff as the puck in front will be covered by Anderson. 11:14 left for this postseason dreams of the Panthers. This is not looking great for them. We'll see what Coach Rick DiPietro can do to inspire these guys as they have their third line on. As Schiabera was in it in the corner. As this one, bouncing puck, Terranova will be able to chase. Madura has it in the offensive zone. He flicked it. The defenseman of Gentry was not there. No icing on the play. Seminary ready. Have two guys in the zone. They'll do a quick 1-2 pass. Shot goes wide. Gentry still on it for Portledge. Seminary controlling the play. Portledge have not been able to get out. Here's maybe a chance. A 2-on-1 opportunity. The shot by Weidenbach scores! Portledge's postseason hopes are alive. Weidenbach gets Portledge on the board. It's a 2-1 game.
That's a great shot. That's exactly what they needed. A good play out of the zone, a fast break, and he just beat the goalie with a good shot.
A beautiful shot, and Portledge is back in it. The crowd is alive with 10:14 left to go in this one. Portledge on the board, 2-1. We'll see if they can keep that pressure going and get another one as they have woken up. This one hit back to Weidenbach in front of the net. Score! It's 2 goals in a matter of a minute. Portledge just tied it. It's a comeback of epic proportions. Oh my goodness.
That first goal gave them a boost of energy, and it looks like it may have been Trent Madora, the senior, on senior night.
Oh my goodness. Trent Madora, the assistant captain, the face of the program, puts Portledge back on level terms. It's a 2-2 game with 9:43 left to go in a thriller.
And the first goal by Weidenbach gave them a boost of energy, and they were able to capitalize on it, although they do ice the puck right after.
Peyton, what have you seen in the past minute?
After that first goal where they got out of the zone clean and got the fast chance, they got a boost of energy knowing they were back in this game, and they just played solid, and they got another fast break, odd man rush chance where they were able to capitalize once again.
Second straight icing for Portledge. And if they can notch in front here, this is going to be an epic comeback. The fans have inspired them. It's a 2-2 game. Anderson has been able to keep this team in the game. And what a comeback it's been, and they want to ride this one to the end. 2-2. Portledge scoring 2 goals, and this could be another one. Terranova chasing, but broken up. Every time Portledge is in the offensive zone, this crowd is getting rowdy. So it'll be Madura, the goal scorer, on the faceoff. He'll win it. Ian Bender has it. Portledge in the offensive zone. Shot on net goes wide, stays in play. So it comes out. Gentry is on it. This one in front of the net. Seminary tries to wrap around. Goes wide, and the play is called dead on the net being dislodged.
Anderson in that second period especially, and the first period, played really solidly, played really well, kept Portledge in this game when it was 0-0, 1-0, and even 2-0. He never stopped playing his same great goaltending, and that was really helpful to Portledge with them now being able to help him out with a few goals.
So 2-2 game. Seminary had their 2 goals in the second period in a span of 4 minutes. Portledge gets 2 and 45 seconds in the third. As here comes Seminary, they have a 2-on-1 opportunity as this one goes wide. And now, this will be tried to source it to Jusko, but this one is going to be no icing. So Jusko pressures in the offensive zone. Here comes called for Portledge. So it comes out. Portledge need another goal. 7:30 left to go. Tied 2-2. Playoff hopes are alive. So just a little bit of reorganizing for Portledge after that exciting 1-2 punch to get them back tied and level in this game. 7 minutes left to go in the third. Puck in front, Seminary now pushing. They want to win this game just as much as Portledge does. So this will come all the way out. Puck broken up. We're here on the side of the boards. This one thrown in, no icing. Here's Gentry. Now, Sanzabrino. Sanzabrino brings it past the blue line. Luke Sanzabrino leaves it off. Shot, save, rebound. Save! And the second rebound, and this will be covered up. Oh, my.
Scramble in front of the net. That's what Portledge needs to do. Get the puck to the net and they had the entire offense and a defenseman down there trying to knock it home, and they were very close.
And then Peyton, I don't know if you saw it, I definitely did. Portledge had a chance there to slide it into the net. It was open at one point, but Seminary was able to collapse on it and keep it out as this one stays level 2-2.
Yeah, it was a good job by their goalie to cover the puck as soon as he could figure out where it was.
Big hit on the side of the boards by Ian Bender. The crowd is fired up. 2-2, 6 minutes, 15 seconds. You can feel the energy. Portledge is coming for that third goal. Portledge will take it out of their own offensive zone. It comes out to the center line, but now right back in. Bracco, he'll play it into the middle. Here's the goal scorer, Madora. Madora's second shot goes wide, but now in front. Brodsky couldn't get it, but he almost kept in the offensive zone, couldn't, so Gentry will retrieve it for Portledge and try and regroup and get them back in the offensive zone. Here is Gentry, he'll leave it. Back there for Terranova, and here come Portledge. Skibera passes it up. Now, shot on net was nothing there, but the shot back on net by Brodsky. Second shot by Brodsky, both are saved. He shot it, got his own rebound, put it back on net. The offensive production for Portledge is looking good right now.
Yeah, that was a good job by Brodsky to make sure he got the puck on net. Even though the first one was blocked, he put it to the net, and he had a line mate who also went to the net. Could have been a rebound. Just a good save.
Indeed, so it'll be an offensive zone face-off here for Portledge as they are looking to get that third goal with 5 minutes left to go in the period, in the game as well. It'll be Jusko, Brodsky, Bracco, Terranova, and Called on the ice for Portledge. So the shot, it was drawn up perfectly. They won the draw and got it on net, but just wasn't meant to be.
Good job, though, by Terranova after the shot to go after the puck, and he was able to help hold the puck in the zone.
Here comes Seminary on a 3-on-2 opportunity. Wyoming Seminary looking to ice these Portledge Panthers. This one comes out of the zone, so Portledge gets a little bit of relief. This one smacked into the behind the net. This one will be rang around the boards, comes back to Seminary, shot in front, goes wide. Brodsky hits it to Terranova. Here's Terranova. Terranova's stick was getting messed with, but no penalty on the play. Seminary come out with it. Here's Seminary. They'll try and wrap around on Anderson, but broken up by Gentry.
After the second Portledge goal, the game kind of slowed down just a little bit, and now it's picked up the pace again. It's a very fast game as we see a cover by Anderson.
3:53 left to go in period 3. This has been a great matchup, and we're glad to be bringing it live to you here from Beaver Dam. This is a great game here, and we're looking forward to an exciting finish here tonight. This one played in front of Anderson, and that becomes on Lodge. Anderson made a couple saves, though, before it did become on Lodge. So it'll be a face-off in the Portledge offensive zone. So in the offensive zone, Seminary still have it. As Portledge look to get out and score, play is whistled down on the offsides.
I think it was a hand pass, and
Hand
that'll
pass.
give Portledge the offensive zone face-off again. 3:34 left in the third period.
That is very, very big for them, as they'll look to capitalize on that. As Portledge will lose the offensive zone faceoff. And a 2-2 game coming down to the wire. 3 minutes left to go here in the last period of play. It'll be Madora to take the draw for Portledge. So Portledge still pressing, puck in the center of the ice. Madura will come up with it. As now Seminary have it, and then this one will be played down. Saved by Anderson, a big one there, keeps Portledge in this game. Second shot saved by Anderson. Traffic in front, and he was able to locate it. Portledge need to get it out of their zone. Wyoming Seminary still pressing hard. Portledge need to get out, and they will. Madura has it, and he'll just dump it. It actually lands on net. So it'll be in the offensive zone. If Portledge can get it, they can't. And this one will fall back into their zone. So it'll be called on the puck for Portledge. This one just dumped in by Terranova. Brodsky will be on the other side to chase. Portledge still controlling. And Peyton, I'm not familiar. Is there overtime in high school hockey?
I believe so, especially when playoffs are in the question. I definitely think it would not end in a tie.
Expecting overtime if needed. Portledge would love to end it in regulation, though. The hopes are still alive for their game at Lawrenceville to matter next week. Here's called shot wide. Oh my, that was a good opportunity. Open lane. Second shot by Brodsky, saved The shot again by Cald is saved. Oh, my.
Some more good offensive pressure by Portlage is going to come right down to the wire with 1:18 left in the third as Portlage calls their timeout.
A good move by Coach Rick DiPietro. And Portlage need to get it into the net as they had a really good opportunity there. The goalie of Caleb Shabbat just stopped them, though, from Seminary. Peyton, if you're Coach Rick DiPietro, what are you telling your players right now?
Definitely with the offensive zone faceoff, they're going to try and draw up a play where they get a good high-quality shot with traffic in front of the net, and hopefully they could get another goal. They've come very close after that second goal by Madora. They've had a bunch of chances. They just haven't been able to capitalize.
If you are just joining us, we have a 2-2 game from Beaver Dam with 1:18 left to go in the third period of play. Portledge were down 2-0 in this game until the third period. Wyoming Seminary scored both their goals in the second period. We were scoreless in the first. In period 3, the period we're currently in, Portledge had 2 goals within 45 seconds at 10 minutes, 15 seconds in the period, and then at 9 minutes, 43. It really energized the crowd, and for Portledge, they need to win this game to stay alive for their postseason hopes. We'll see if they can do it. Offensive zone faceoff. Weidenbach, Madora, Cald, Bracco, and Ironbender. So Portledge win it. They hope to keep it in the zone. Cald has it. He keeps it in the zone. Cald's shot is saved. As this one is stayed in. Shot by Cald again is saved. That's 2 shots we've seen by Cald in the past minute.
He's one of their best shooting defensemen, so it makes sense that he's out there with 57.9 seconds left in a tie game. I think he's had 4 shots in the last 30 seconds. So they're really trying to get good shots from the point and get traffic in front.
They'll bring the face-off specialist of Nick Romano on here in place of Madora, but this one comes all the way out into the center ice for Portledge. Cald will pass it cross ice to Ironbender. 50 seconds on the clock. This one will be in the Portledge zone as Madora gets right back on the ice for Portledge. This one comes out. Skibera has it. He'll pass it to Madora. Madora misses the puck. This one in the Portledge offensive zone. The last thing they need is a goal. He gets them, and it is! Oh, my! In heartbreaking fashion, Wyoming Seminary have scored with 30 seconds left in this one. Oh, my goodness. The goal by number 19, Alexis Billiquet from Canada. And oh, my goodness, the Portledge hearts are broken.
That's really tough with 27.2 seconds left. They had the offensive zone faceoff, which they won, but the puck came out of the zone and then they turned it over. Still 20 seconds left. If they could get down the ice, maybe there's time for a shot.
The high sticking call will mean Portledge will have to play it from their own zone, and hard to describe the ending here for Portledge. Their postseason hopes dashed in a matter of seconds. They were up, they were in it. It was 2-2, but then they had the puck in the offensive zone, turned it over, and quickly, number 19, Alexis Billiquet for Wyoming Seminary, ended the playoff hopes for Portledge. 10 seconds on the clock.
There goes Anderson. And that's going to do it.
We'll see it, yep. And Seminary will put in the empty netter with a second left. So the goal by Alessio Mardelli. This one will end 4-2, not in Portledge's favor. 2 goals within 20 seconds for Seminary. And they will take the win in what we thought would have been at least Portledge going to overtime. Peyton?
That is a heartbreaking loss, especially on senior night. For them to not get the win, and there's no playoffs now with that loss. So still a good season, though, for Portledge. And they have one more game against Lawrenceville, I believe.
The season can't be understated. This is a great group of guys, just especially heartbreaking for Anderson, Madora, Stevens. They thought that they were in this one. A heartbreaker, a great comeback by Seminary, and Portledge is not going to the playoffs. Their road to the postseason ends here.
And Anderson did play a great game, even though he let up 3 goals. He couldn't really do anything on 2 of them. The deflection is very hard to stop, as well as the 3 passes right in front of the net with no defenseman back. It's very tough to stop those 2. So he still played a good game and had a good season.
A great game for Portlage. And the one thing James Giuffre is going to be thinking about is that breakaway opportunity.
Yes.
That could have put Portlage on the board. But 4-2 is your final score. Portlage falls at home in their last game of the season on senior night. It was an epic battle, but Portlage comes in second. 4-2, Seminary wins for Daniel Shalom and Peyton Tenenbaum saying, we'll see you on Monday for Portlage boys varsity basketball action from the Wellington Gym. We'll see you there on Portlage basketball senior night. Until then, everyone have a great night and peace out.